Happy greetings, everyone. I'm Crystal Forman, the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health. Today we're making our savory baked sweet potato fries, and we're going to get started right away. So if you're watching this as a replay, definitely say hello and give a thumbs up or heart for this video. And if you're here live with me, say hi. We're broadcasting on on Holistic Wellness and Health Facebook page, as well as the YouTube channel and my personal page as well. So we have our sweet potatoes here. I'm actually going to peel it. I know a lot of times I don't actually peel my sweet potatoes, but I'm going to peel it today for this recipe. You can save these peels to put in your soup stock. You can, of course, compost it, and you can actually eat these how they are, especially if you're using organic sweet potatoes. If you're not using organic sweet potatoes, I definitely recommend washing well, and usually that's a good time to go in and peel it as well. So peeling this, good enough. So we have a peeled potato here, sweet potato. I'm going to cut off the ends, and then we're going to slice down the lengthwise center. So this is a medium sweet potato. Sometimes you see really large sweet potatoes, like extra large. This is medium, and then you'll see some smaller ones. So for this recipe, you need about 3 to 4 sweet potatoes, unless you have like some nice like medium large. You can get away with just a couple of them. So I'm going to cut this lengthwise. And then because of the length of this one, I'm going to cut it in half so that we can have like decent smaller fries. But if you want big, large, long fries, you can do that as well. So you can do wedges. I'm going to cut this just a little more. And do the same thing with the other half. And then we're going to put this in a bowl of cold water. So you want it to sit in the cold water for about 20 to 30 minutes. And that'll help remove a lot of the starch from our sweet potato. So once you have that soaked for about 30 minutes, rinse it off and then drain it. So we have some here that have already been soaked and drained. They're still slightly damp, which is what we want because this is a very low oil recipe. We're going to put a ½ teaspoon of our grapeseed oil on our baking pan. I'm using a parchment paper, so I don't really need, I may actually do just like a teaspoon of our grapeseed oil on our pan. And that'll just make sure it doesn't stick. In general, if you're not using parchment paper, but it also adds just a little bit of crisp to it. So I'm clean my fingers. You don't need a whole lot of oil at all for this recipe. If you have an air fryer, you can use that as well. And you won't need to use any oil at all. So we have our gorgeous sweet potatoes ready. We're going to put our seasonings in our dry bowl. And for this, we have 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. All of that there. We'll put that in our bowl. 1 teaspoon of thyme and 1 teaspoon of dried parsley flakes. And we have 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt and ½ teaspoon of our black pepper. Hi, Miss Adrian. Happy Friday. Good to see you here. And we have that nice little bit up. And that's it. So all of our seasonings are right in here, nice savory seasonings. And we're just going to put our damp sweet potatoes right in the bowl and get it all nice mixed in. So just want to nicely coat the sweet potatoes. These fries are absolutely delicious. They're very flavorful. If you don't want to add any sodium, you don't have to. Some people add a little salt at the end. I don't feel like it's necessary at all. It's just full of flavor as is. So just make sure it's nice and coated. Put it right on your parchment paper. So I'm going to slide this over. Does anyone have any questions? I know that you are into cooking, Miss Adrian. So if you make this recipe, let me know. This is a very delicious, like can be a snack or a side dish, whichever you want. It's very high in vitamin A, which is great for our night vision and our skin as well. And it's just overall just a great, delicious treat to eat. And there are a few different varieties. I like to do different flavors. So I used to do like cinnamon, like more of a sweet potato fry. But I actually have grown to really love the savory sweet potato fries. It's just like kind of quenches that like desire for something sweet without actually having anything too sweet, and salty, so like the sweet and salty together. And if you have any seasonings left over in your bowl, you can put it on a white potato or really anything you want. When you put your sweet potatoes on your baking sheet, make sure they are not touching. They are going to shrink up just a little bit from that, like losing that moisture, but you don't want them to touch because then they won't get crispy, and we want nice crisp fries here. And you should be able to get it all on your baking sheet. If you need more than one baking sheet, that's fine too. So make sure you are following on our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook, where we show new videos every week. Let's see. My vision's not that great right now. I'll probably need to eat some more of these beta carotene things. I will see what you said in one moment, Miss Adrian. Give me 1 second. And that's 1 second. So let's see. So Miss Adrian says, forgot to buy sweet potatoes today. We'll get some over the weekend. Cool. Yeah. Sweet potatoes are like a great storage crop too. So it's one of those things you can buy a lot of and just keep it until you're ready to use them. And we're about to really hit sweet potato season like next month. A lot of the farmers markets will have them. So of course, I want you all to continue to support those local farms and your local farmers. So you can tell that's going to have a whole lot of flavor there. All right. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to take the version that's already done out. This you want it in the oven for 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. You do not have to flip and turn or do any of those things. Just for about 25 minutes, and you have delicious sweet potato fries. So I will show you all the finished product. One moment. All right. So these are our sweet potato fries, nice and done and crispy, and ready to eat. And if you, what I like about these fries over like other fries in general is that you can eat them cold too. So even if you have some left over and you don't want to use your microwave or you don't want to turn your oven on to heat them up again, you can just take them out of the refrigerator and eat them as a snack. So does anyone have any questions or comments? And I know I did my opening a little different today. So for those who don't know, Holistic Wellness and Health focuses on plant-based food and meditation to help you live a healthier, compassionate, and more vibrant life. You can check out more information at our website at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com. Make sure you're following us on YouTube at Holistic Wellness and Health, and just type in my name, Crystal, Crystal. And follow us on Instagram as well. We're starting to add more information and more useful tips on transitioning to a plant-based diet. So definitely check those things out as well. I will see you all next time. Have a beautiful week and weekend, and take care. Peace and blessings.